get a reaction out of you, and not that they don't say that about me. I'm sure they do. That's fine. But what I'm saying
I
is
am
that
telling.
whole thing
Okay,
was
but
to see if you would react,
well, but
and
hold
you
on.
didn't, and that's really important.
But you don't realize something. It was, I, I went away, I mean, to the portion or to the outside that, and even in the restroom, and it made no, it, if you're thinking that that was just a put on.
No. I'm not saying that what they were saying is just for show. I'm not saying that. I mean, I'm sure that some of them actually think that about both of us, right? But what I'm saying is just always be aware that people are going to say things to try to incite you to saying something back. And it's good that you don't ever say anything back. You know that, right?
Yeah, but they knew, I mean, it was a, from the edge of the pool to there would, I mean, it was, I don't know, would have been 40 feet maybe, I don't know, 50 feet. I can only guess, but um, 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 well, the what I am saying is that I, I have seen this, people go in front the same thing before, even before there were the ROs and all that. I have seen her, people come to her fence.
No, John, I know what you're saying, okay? I was making the point that it's always important that no matter what anyone says around you, you don't react. Whether it's about me, you, your parents, whatever, they just don't react. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that, I know that,
You want to put on something for her? Hey, I gotta get going because I gotta take my child somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, if I had known that was your husband, or yeah, I would have
I think
replied.
it's just as best with my husband. You just say hi and don't engage.
Why is he like that?
So tired of the drama.
Why is he
Not
like
really
that?
you, John. It's just the drama. I mean, it's just like such a big deal, taking our kids swimming, and kids are saying, you shouldn't do that. That's not good. That's not a good idea. And he just doesn't like drama.
Yeah, I mean, well, basically I mean, well, yeah, I, well, the.
He wanted to take our kids swimming. That's all he wants to do.
I know.
No, our kids wanted to go swimming all day, and
yeah. Yeah, so
swimming a lot and whatever.
Okay, so what? Are you telling me that people were telling him that it is not a good idea?
Well, it just was really weird, and it is what it is. I mean, it's so stupid.
Well, I mean, remember that report, Corona, that you read about people's statements?
Yeah.
I mean, it's very interesting because the people around there, saw me the other way. Very interesting. See my point?
Are you?
Well, in Corona, remember something I showed you?
Yeah.
Okay, what were the people there? One spoke of her, her little 12-year-old who weighed like 60, 70 pounds, and how she was never, I mean, and she was small in her own, she was, she probably was 5 foot tall or something, but, I mean, and the others, what did they say about me?
That you're fine.
Okay, and we are talking about a place where I appeared out of the blue from nowhere for what I was for 2.5 months or something, summertime, and I was sitting there I was at the pool there, because there was not, 6 hours a day, every day, and I was there. And then they say one day I was there. The next day I was gone. I mean, oh, this phone. I mean that. I mean, then see my point. So basically, and what they would, and they even one of them went in to say that if he had been around, he would have, set things straight, with that, but basically, now wait, you probably get the idea, right there of, I was even thinking about, you have to promise not to say anything, cross your heart about what I'm going to say, okay?
All right.
Okay, I was even thinking about I mean, about, I know they stole all my paperwork and all that,
Yeah.
but that's one thing. What I was thinking about is, you know, what I was thinking about, you know, I mean,
It's
another.
a stupid idea.
Well, I'm not. No, what I was thinking about is, um, getting things so that getting make copies of that and quote accidentally dropping it off somewhere. They can't do any more damage than they have already
So
done.
stupid. Don't do stupid stuff.
I mean, you drop that paperwork somewhere.
Just leave it alone.
What?
Just leave it alone.
And somebody will pick it up and let's see what they do with it. Because that would run in their face. In what they are saying. Maybe, but I don't know. They can't do any more harm than they have already done. I don't see how. So. I was thinking about that. As a possibility. But I am. I am, or I am trying to find out, whether that would be, to say, so as to say, bright thing to do.
No, it's dumb.
But
A couple other people, but it's dumb.
But my question is, why would it be dumb?
Dumb because you don't want to do anything. You don't want to do anything that is paperwork related or just ignore. All you can do is really ignore at this point. You're telling me that she said my name over and over and over again, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And John Wright said Lori, and
yeah.
Liz and Miss Emfinger and all that. That was all for your benefit. Because they know the only one that you...
No, but hold on, it's not, hold on, hold on, your name was used, but it wasn't used 20 times or 10 times, they would have, during that whole, it wasn't used.
The point is, if they didn't want you to hear what they were saying, they would have went indoors.
But they speak outside. I have heard them speak outside.
You don't even understand my point.
Okay.
My point is, they used that about me, I'm sure. In the moment when you're outside, they were saying that about me for your benefit, to get to you.
Well, but my only point, is that I have, is what they do, at the, I have heard them, I have seen people there in front of Nicole's window like that.
I know that, but they're not going to say anything there that they don't want you to hear.
Are you trying to tell me that
they wanted you to hear that?
Okay.
No, I'm sure they say that about me. I'm not saying, oh, that's not true.
Okay, but you're telling me. Okay, but you're telling. Yeah, I know.
When they see you out there, anything they say is because they want you to hear it.
Okay, that makes sense. But they are not saying something that they don't. But if they didn't mean it, they wouldn't say it. I don't. That's my.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. It's a little confusing for me, but that's my own. You know what I mean? It's not confusing, and I don't believe it. It's just confusing to me that even if someone didn't say that about me, that they would say it for your benefit. That's unexcusable. It's just so immature. When you say, why didn't Lisa do that? Well, Lisa might not do that because she doesn't either agree with what they're saying or she doesn't want to participate in what's going on.
No, she was, I don't know, she didn't use the terms they were using. That's all it really, but she was, part of the group, but at one point, while she was there, she was listening to, but she wasn't using the terms they were using. That's about it. That's what I mean.
Understand.
That it's not, okay, it's not like...
I'm clear on what's been said about me.
Okay. Yeah, but the
I'm clear on who said it, too. It's okay. I'm just saying that, just know that sometimes when people see you, they're going to say things to try to get a rise out of you or bother you. Just, take it with a grain of salt.
I didn't really care, and they weren't shouting, but without that, you can hear in this from her window, heck, if when she laughed, when Frederick Cordova went after me, she laughed, and I was on the other side, and her laughter was still captured on the iPhone from inside her window.
I know.
You tell me about, really.